What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. With the season of opulence coming out pretty soon, I did want to get back into making these weekly Ascendant challenge videos. These will be a nice way of leveling up both now as well as when opulence comes out. So check back every Tuesday when I put these videos up. If they are helpful, guys, I always appreciate a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe because that is super clutch and super appreciated. So make sure, number one, that you have the bounty first and foremost. This is the Ascendant Challenge bounty that you can pick up from Petra, and this particular week she is in the very starting area, so really easy to grab that bounty from her, and then make your way over to Rheasilvea. You want to enter the Chamber of Starlight Lost Sector. This is where you're going to find the Ascendant Challenge for this week. Once you go into the Lost Sector, make your way through it, and you're going to end up in this area right back here. I do recommend taking out all the enemies first. You don't have to, but it is a lot easier once you have all these guys defeated. Once they're beaten, you want to jump up on to this platform in the very back, this little ledge, and you need to have a Queensfoil. If you don't have a Queensfoil, then you won't be able to do this challenge. So let's go ahead, we'll use that, and then we'll jump right into it. So now that we've used our Queensfoil, the portal is here. I recommend having a powerful super as well as a good heavy weapon for this. It's going to make things a lot easier. I will say right away too that this is a good challenge if you have the Purification Ritual bounty. You can easily take these knights out right here. So before I jump into that, the first egg is going to be over in this area here, and you can see it down there in the distance. So before I get smacked here by a knight, let me get out of the way. That didn't work too well, but you saw where I was. So I started here. The first egg is down in the distance right over here. Of course, you need to have Wish Ender in order to break that. So there's egg number one. Let's progress through it. This is a more difficult challenge. This is actually probably the most difficult one. So don't worry if it takes you a few tries. My recommendation is to try to avoid all these enemies if you can. I'm playing on my Hunter right now, so it's a little bit more challenging to fly through this versus when I'm playing on my Titan, but we'll do our best to make it through it. Take out some of these guys as we go. There's a lot of enemies in this one, so do your best to avoid them. Your biggest threats are going to be the hobgoblins that are sniping. You have the taking phalanxes later on. Those guys are pretty devastating. And then you have the always fun challenge of the wipeout portals that can send you careening to your death. So this is one of the more difficult platforming challenges when it comes to these weekly Ascendant challenges. So let's keep going here. We've made it past the first group of enemies, but things are going to keep getting more difficult. So as we go over here, you do see that second egg way off in the distance over there. You'll know you're pretty close to it when you start getting over to this area with the thralls. And once we get past here, the knights will start attacking again, and there's going to be some phalanxes. So this is probably where you want to set up shop to get that second egg off in the distance. So 2 eggs down, 1 to go. Let's avoid these phalanxes. They are always super annoying. We have our knights coming in. They're damaged now. As you get closer to the end goal, these guys start getting more and more aggressive. So to continue on our journey, we need to go up to the right. But if you want the lure, head to your left here at this bridge. You want to make your way down over here, and then you can see the lure off in the distance. So this is where you're going to find the lure if you haven't found that. The bones are right here. Again, it's off to the left on this bridge when you get past the phalanxes. So there's the lure. We found 2 eggs. We have 2 more to go. And I'll make sure I keep the eggs here so you guys can see them each and every week. So let's keep going forward. This part is actually a bit more tricky than you might think. Probably a good idea to take these out. You do have some other challenges here. There's going to be some knights behind you, and there's going to be some thralls, I think, to start running down the steps, so maybe not hang out there too long. I'm doing my best to avoid those wipeout portals, because if you get hit by one of those, you're pretty much done. Alright, so we're getting close to the end now. The knights are hot on my tail. Let's keep going. Probably not a good idea to look back, but sometimes you can't help it. Alright, so we're going to keep going. The third egg and final egg... Don't get hit. I thought I was going to get hit there. The third egg and final egg is near the the boss. You can also get it from back there too, but it's a little easier to see it from over here. I think, yeah, there's going to be more guys that spawn here. I hadn't done this one in a while, so I'm trying to refresh myself as I go. These platformers do rotate, so you want to be careful with that. And if you're going for the time trial for this, I definitely recommend doing that with the team. It's a lot harder to get the time trial done solo. Alright, so once we get over here, this is where the boss is going to be. The final egg is down there, but I'll show you after we beat the boss, because I probably can't get up if I go down there. So this is where I'm saying it's nice to have a strong super. The Golden Gun Nighthawk almost killed that guy. Not quite. But that's alright. We got a couple more shots here. Alright, so with the knight down, we have the Purification Ritual done too. I have one of those, which is nice. We also have the chest here. Make sure you grab that chest pretty quickly, because it will despawn a lot faster than you might think. So we got a Tiger's Bite. It may have a good roll. We'll check that out. Now, this is not powerful gear from this. The powerful gear comes from the bounty itself. So let's go ahead and turn the bounty in. From this, you're going to get powerful gear. We got some armor, which is cool. And we'll turn this in as well because we get a Transcendent Blessing. So this is a good way of getting blessings done too if you have that Purification Ritual. So the last thing I'll say here before we look at the last egg is don't jump up on these platforms. If you do, you're going to be in a bad spot, because there's shriekers up there that will shred you right away. So let's jump back here. Now the last egg is down here. Again, you can see it back near that second one, but if you jump down to this little platform and go around the corner, there is our third and final egg. So you saw the 3 eggs, you saw the lure. You can get the Purification Ritual done because of those knights spawning in. You can get them pretty easily. But I want to show this Ascendant challenge, guys. Let me know if you get anything good in the chat below. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch up soon, and enjoy the final few weeks here of Season of the Drifter. See you guys.